one of the NFL's truly iconic stadiums, and the oldest one still in use. It's Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, an exciting battle of NFC teams. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Chicago Bears. Cairo Santos out for the opening kick. And here we go from Chicago. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And they're brought out by a quarterback celebrating a decade now as an NFL starter. Originally the 135th pick back in that 2016 NFL Draft, it's Dak Prescott. Opening play, and Dak's going to throw.
I don't think I'm alone in this, Kate. To me, Dak is one of the easiest players to root for their success in the NFL. I think for me and for many others, it's based on all he's overcome, from tough playoff losses to significant injuries. But his leadership, his stats, his ability to play like an MVP in big moments, at his best, he really is all you could ever ask for.
First run of the game for Javonte Williams. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
Prescott to sneak it. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on third down on a sneak and get a first down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later.
First and 10, Prescott. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 48. Throw secured by George Pickett. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Sanders on the shotgun handoff. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
Just an outstanding play by that safety, but I'll say this, Kate, that offensive coordinator, take note. Those safeties are flying downhill. To create a negative play on a toss, I can assure you a reverse, a trick play, something over their heads coming eventually.
2nd and 13. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. From the gun is Prescott. This one's real and downfield by Ferguson. And he's going to set them up with a first down on a huge gain.
28-yard gain. And the Cowboy first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First down, here's Dak. Finds him over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Prescott to throw once more. Dumped off to his running back. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
The Bears into the nickel for 3rd down. Another throw for Prescott. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I could think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Aubrey puts it through. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
All in all, Kate, we call that a good start. Offense established himself, moved the ball, and the kicker able to give him a lead.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Devin Duvernay to return it. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. So here come the Bears as they get set for their debut series. They'll be led out by last year's #1 overall pick, Brock. Looking to build on his decent debut season here in year 2. It's Caleb Williams.
He's somebody who has made a career of extending and creating plays. There are oftentimes, Kate, where I just would sit.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
We spend so much time talking about an offense and how they script their first 15 plays typically. But how about that defensive coordinator, that head coach? Heck, every player on that sidelines, you couldn't script it any better. Well, other than maybe taking the ball away, creating a negative play, creating a sack, creating offense now behind the chains, that's exactly how you're looking to start.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. That's complete. Cole Kmet. He hangs on to that football, Brock, through a well-timed tackle. Nice gain. They're down to the 36.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Williams to throw on 3rd. He lofts it deep left. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. Kavontae Turpin on the return for the Cowboys. Jukes one defender. And hey, we see how under the football, but they will get nothing on that return. Back out come the Cowboys for their 2nd drive. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Prescott. Escapes the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Cowboys.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darryl Jackson out in Seattle, they showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Give to Williams from the gun. Into the second level past the 30. And he has this all the way down to the 23. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Cowboys.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels. You run that drop play, Kate, you got to become a really, really good actor as a quarterback. You got to drop back and make sure those ends pass you so that drop can hit it up the gut. Not that time. That end was not buying the story the quarterback was trying to sell.
All right, here we go. Second down. Prescott here from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling the preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Dak now from the gun. It's out of trouble. And this one doesn't go far.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40. Aubrey puts it through. And another field goal makes it 6-0 for him.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Back out comes the Chicago offense for their second try. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Williams to throw on first. His shot downfield will wind up incomplete. Now thrown in the direction of DJ Moore. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Donovan Wilson getting there for the stop. They push it forward for a yard. And that brings up 3rd and 8. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. It's the Cowboys out in front. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They have 3rd down and 8. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Has his man caught by Odunze. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for a Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. and that slant, it goes for big yardage.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. On play action, here's Williams. That's complete to the rookie out of Missouri. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
50 yards on the play. That's another Bears 1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
Swift has the Chicago touchdown. The Bears tie and can take the lead here in the 2nd. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And they'll take the lead.
Bears 7, Cowboys 6.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Return starts from the 16. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense headed out there. And they settled for a field goal on their last series, so points are a positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here. They've got 1st down from the 31. Here's Dak. To the middle, it's snared by Ferguson. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10 from the 41. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Ruben Hippolyte II able to bring him down.
A gain of a yard.
It's pretty clear you're trying to find ways to get this player in space, right? That's where he's most dangerous. But the defenders made sure they kept him contained and limited what came of that one.
From the 42. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Prescott now on 3rd down. He's got it. It's complete to Pickens. And he's going to be taken down, but plenty of damage already done.
It's a gain of 20. And the Cowboy 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Williams now on 1st and 10. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. from the 34. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
First down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
To the line we go. They're set, first and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Short pass brought in. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's first and 10. Working inside the red zone. Has it in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Dak throwing again. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here's Sanders. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Cowboys take a second quarter lead. Well, Brock, not sure the play they were running was all that disguised, but with the personnel they had out there, it was going to be tough to stop him either way.
Yeah, there's a great debate. Is it the X's and O's or the Jimmies and Joes?
Yep.
No debate there. That was the Jimmies and the Joes in their want-to run it right down their throat.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys push their lead to 6.
13. Bears 7.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he takes a knee in the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch your breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's a Chicago first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First down, here's Swift. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. From the 41. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
The defenders, they were ready for that throw, stopping him right at the line of scrimmage.
It's 3rd down and 4.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. To throw, Williams. Defender arrives right as as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
A little outside their comfort zone to try and field goal, so instead they're going for this on fourth down. Trying to push this past the marker. And they bring him down around the 34. They come through with 6 yards there, Brock, and they're rewarded with a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
That down and distance tells you pass. More than likely you're going to get man-to-man coverage and your passing game is more effective. But I love that call. And the trust and the belief you have in your run game that even that down and distance, you can still get the first.
Running behind center with Swift. He works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Going to run again with Swift. Escapes a defender. And progress finally halted after he picks up a chunk.
13 yards on the play.
Gosh, I got to just be honest with you, kid. I marvel at the strength we see out of these running backs. The strength, the agility. I thought they weren't strong when I was playing, but the guys today just run right through contact at times without even blinking, and that's how you get those big chunk yard runs.
First down, Williams to throw. He loses the football, and the Cowboys scoop it up. Not a ton after the recovery, so they're going to take possession deep in their own territory. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. On the left side. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the gun is Prescott. Flush down out to his left. And Prescott finds him a first as he slides down to end the run.
A gain of 5. First down, Cowboys.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Now here he goes again. And Prescott finds him a first as he slides down to end the run. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Cowboys first down. Back to throw. Here's Dak. It is caught left side. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
It's a gain of 5.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 47. This is complete to Ferguson out left. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. That's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line of gain.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Dak out of the pistol. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Now it's Prescott again. Completed over the middle. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Whistles, and the offense just sneaks in that timeout. And they're going to get a chance to put up points as a result before halftime. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. Ball on the left hash, 37 yards out. Aubrey puts it through, and that'll make it a 2-score game. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's Duvernay on the return. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. The Chicago offense with the football first to begin quarter number 3. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Here's Swift to start the drive. Off to the races, middle of the field. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears cut into the lead coming out of halftime. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Santos now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bears cut the lead down to just 2.
16. Bears 14.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more, or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. That's caught by Williams. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep them short of the sticks.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Dak now from the gun. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. So that brings up 4th and long.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
Cowboys punting it away here on 4th, and it's the long-time vet Brian Anger on now. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And they'd love a repeat of their last drive, wouldn't they? Their first play was their only play as they ran it in for 6. Now an inside handoff to Swift. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8, 2nd down.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure a nice little run to set the table.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Steps up, and he's running with it. And Williams is going to get them the first down with a slide at the end of it.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
Williams off the play fake. Diving right side, got it! They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Bears first down.
That's another Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
This is Swift, and he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Staying grounded with Swift. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
Williams from the gun. And that's going to be brought in. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears take a 3rd quarter lead. It's a Romadudes 8 touchdown.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Santos now for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Bears jump in front now by 5. As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break. As we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And nope, not chancing this one. Knee down for a touchback. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Dak off the play fake. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. They'll give it to Williams on the option. Duke the defender. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still third down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
It's a gain of 9.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
He has it on the QB sneak. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have fourth down coming up.
For a QB sneak to actually go backwards, a couple things have to happen. Fumble of a snap, or that front defensively absolutely overwhelms the line of scrimmage. That one was the latter, and kudos to them.
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. They'll throw it. He's got it, complete to Pickens. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. That was the biggest 3-yard gain you're going to see because instead of a turnover on downs, Brock, it gets them a first. Going left side, Williams with it. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
Defense was clearly focused on taking away the pass in that RPO scheme offensively. Feels so good when you get the job done and you get a chunk run on RPO. That's setting you up for some success.
They'll go from the gun with Sanders. And he's going to manage a low yard on that drive up the gut. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
35-yard line.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Prescott here from the gun. He's got it to him yet again. That is cut. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Here's Dak. Completes it again to Pickens. And he's going to work it to the 20. Hit made by TJ Edwards.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Dak to the air here. Going back to that Pickens well again. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Well, bless his heart. Where some quarterbacks look off double coverage and check it down, this guy just attacks it head on. And why wouldn't he if he's capable of beating it for that kind of result?
They go with Williams on the counter, and he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. They pick the hands off, now Prescott. That one connects. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time, and Bo Schembechler asked him when he was a head coach, you have a tight end with his hand on the ground? Yes, coach. You have a fullback still on your roster? Yes, coach. Then you're going to be just fine.
3rd and goal, they need 3 yards here. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff. So fourth down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. Aubrey puts it through, and that trims the lead to just a couple.
They can't blame him for the deficit, He's been doing all he can to kick them into contention. That's now his fourth field goal, and all those kicks he's made are part of why the lead is still close.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Tyler Scott now to return it. And a great run back has the offense just a touch shy midfield to start this drive. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. They get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. This is Loveland working the right side. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. That both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully. And the tight end, the beneficiary.
On play action, here's Williams. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Working from the gun, Williams. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a fourth down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
The almost pick hasn't shaken their faith in this offense. They're leaving him out there. Here's fourth down. Looking to throw. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on fourth down as they force the turnover.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Handoff here to Sanders. Takes out a one-stop, and he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
First down, Cowboys.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. The Cowboys have it, but some work to do in the final frame. They're trailing. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. 1st and 10, Prescott. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So it's 2nd down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing again is Dak. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
And the Bears bring in an extra defensive back for this third down. From the gun is Prescott. And it's caught. He's got Lamb. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
And a Cowboy first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. Setting up the screen. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now a run by Sanders. He danced away from one tackle, but not able to dance away from the rest of the defense. No gain on that play.
That's some tremendous study right there. That linebacker, it was almost as if he was in the other team's huddle and knew what was coming. He read his keys, he pulled the trigger, and he makes a tackle for loss.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Working from the pistol, Prescott. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 6.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Up the gut they go with Williams. And look at this, 9 yards on a nice first down run.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. The offenses love execution plays like that on first down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for 2nd down.
Thought for a second he might have had the first, but still a little bit of work to do here on 2nd down. Another run for Williams. And he gets in, touchdown! The Cowboys take a 4th quarter lead. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired, but that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys jump in front now by 5.
26, Bears 21.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for Chicago, getting set to take the field now. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Williams. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Just couldn't find Romadunze there. And now they face 2nd down.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
They're swift on 2nd down. They'll scrape together a few yards, but not much. 3rd down coming up.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Now Williams. He puts some air under it deep down the left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. He calls for the fair catch and has it at the 22-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
That extra half second, Kate, that's it. You know, we talk about timing in the passing game all the time, the precision. It's the same thing with the drop. If you have too long of a delay, you give a D-tackle like that a chance to get home and make a play.
Offense to the line for second down. Dak now from the gun. He finds Pickens left side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
George Pickens. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Here's Dak. He lofts it deep right side. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Intended target there was CeeDee Lamb. And that leaves them with 4th and 5.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on 3rd downs. Right? They want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Here come the Bears back out on offense. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Here's Williams. Drops it underneath, Swift. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They run with Swift. Jukes one defender, and they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Chicago 1st down.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Williams to throw on first. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Rome Odunze, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 2nd down.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
They'll run now with Swift. They find him after just a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Bland on the stop. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Looking to throw. On the move, headed right. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
Bears 1st down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Williams off the play fake. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a Chicago first down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
I don't know, Kate. I didn't think he had it. But that back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the first down. Pops up right away and signals first down.
It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Bears trailing by 5. All set up now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. They'll send their tight end right. He'll look to throw it. Has it at the 7. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears jump in front late. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
The extra point wouldn't do much for them, so they're going to go for 2 and try to make this a field goal game.
The Bears will line up for the 2.
Back to throw. And he's going to be taken down for the sack. They can't even get a throwaway on that 2-point try. Well, the decision's pretty clear here, partner. You got to take the shot at going up by a field goal.
Yep, all about the odds here. Increasing the odds that you're either leading or tied if you get the ball back.
And either way, you're prepping your defense to cling to a very small lead.
Either way, that defense is clinging for this situation to go out and show out.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Turpin with a return. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. The Cowboys and George Pickens set for this next possession.
At their own 32-yard line.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On the give, it's Sanders. Nice cut back to the right sideline. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
That drop play comes in the old headset, Kate, and I'm thinking risk-reward. The risk is I may get hit in the mouth handing it to the running back, but the reward is this thing may pop in the open field for a huge play.
Going back to that Pickens well again. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Screen here for Williams. He's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. The Bears decide to call their first time out as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. but it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4. Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Now, they've certainly got the field goal in their back pocket, but they're going to try for the touchdown first here and goal to go. Sanders! He's dropped. A big stop and a big moment there, Brock. They could not afford to lose yards there. The Bears going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal. Here he is to throw. And that's a touchdown. The catch is made, and they lead just before the end of this game.
Dallas.
Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times.
And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead.
You spend all week on 2-point plays, trying to get to your best options, but ultimately sometimes the execution of that pass, it doesn't work.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And it looks like he's going to opt not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 35. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Odunze's got it right side. And they get to him a good ways downfield from that line of scrimmage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
A modest amount of time left, Brock, but crucially, no timeouts for him. It's 1st down. Williams from the gun. Completed to his running back. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Cowboys territory.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. Rome Odunze, the intended receiver. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here he goes, one final shot. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Chicago.